The sort of kind of more business schooly type name for this is employee engagement. So you call it what you like, sense of mission, values match, employee engagement. That is that's that electricity. That's that attitude in the person when you walk into a shop and they really want to help you. That is it. It's there, and the businesses that have got it will beat the competition. It's this emotional attachment. That's a sort of official definition from a company that measures it for people. It's about discretionary effort. How much they want to learn, how much discretionary effort. You know that fantastic glint people have in their eyes when you ask them about something they're genuinely interested about. So their under-6 football squad that they coach, or cooking, or watercolours, or mountain biking. That's the good stuff, isn't it? We want that at work. When they go, oh yeah, let me talk about that. If you could just have, a tenth of that at work, how different would the place be? And that's what we're talking about here. We know it, but it's also been researched. It's clearly linked to performance and productivity, and there's been studies over this for 50 years. It is this indisputable. Not just that. Absenteeism, retention, innovation, service with customers, and it'll even get people to say nice things about your agency down the pub. That's what it will do. And even in 2012, this was a survey by, I think, CBI Harvey, Nash. Even when the world was going to hell in a handcart, obviously we're all saved now, it's all fine, it was high at the top of the agenda then, so above even labour costs. So, there's a lot of people out there who are getting this, slowly, I would say. The British government obviously sort of tagged onto this quite recently and sent a couple of academics out there into the big wide world and said, come back and tell us what drives this engagement thing. It's clearly the magic source, because they did a study that showed that if we could just pump our engagement levels in the UK economy, we're lagging behind, by the way, just generally as an economy. People like the Netherlands are above us. They're always slightly above us, aren't they? They're taller, and we've been chasing them since the 1700s and just never quite caught up. Basically, if we could get our engagement levels up to the Dutch, we would drive, allegedly, and I realise this is damn statistics, but like 28 billion pounds worth of GDP, apparently. So even if they're a bit wrong, that's a lot of money. It's like, I don't know, £100 million for a hospital, so quite a few hospitals we could get. And they came back with this. 4 things you might expect. By the way, they were all in your responses. Organisational integrity. Essentially, does the organisation do what it talks about? Inspiring leadership. They call it a strong leadership narrative. Engaging managers. I think this is so important for creative businesses, that next layer down. Are they a coaching type of manager? Or have they been given the management badge and decide it's a way to just do this all the time? We can't have that. Clearly they've got to manage performance, we know that, but it's a kind of, again, it's one of these balances. And employee voice. Easier when you're a smaller agency, of course, because you just go, let's go down the pub and we'll talk about what we're all going to do. When you get to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 people, it's more difficult to manage employee voice, but it's an important part.